You remember Ken Bone? The portly everyman the media couldn't stop talking about? The New York Times opined, "All hail Kenneth Bone." The Washington Post declared, "America needed a hero. Kenneth Bone answered the call." But in the immortal words of Spider-Man, you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Yeah. On Thursday, Mr. Bone did a Reddit AMA, Ask Me Anything, using his pre-fame screen name, Stan Gibson 18. This let users search his previous posts. And there was a lot of unsavory stuff hidden in the, quote, Bone Zone. Among the revelations, he likes Dragon Ball Z, sleeps naked, says Trayvon Martin's death was justified, committed felony insurance fraud, and loves porn featuring pregnant women, referring to them as beautiful human submarines. Now, let's take a look at the headlines. Ken Bone was a hero, now Ken Bone is bad. And Ken Bone is awfully kind of an awful guy. That's the headline. If only they would have listened to me. It's a lot of snobbery. Oh, look at the average American. I love him so much. America is not loving Ken Bone. They're making fun of him, and I don't like it. See? Did I call it, Ebony?
You did.
I'm like a prophet.
Well, you know, I was on the same page with you too, Tom. This guy, he just rose too fast. You know what happens when that happens? Yeah. Come down fast.
He's like the fiery phoenix.
That's right. Yep. Yeah. I knew this was going to end badly for him.
But we can't blame him. This came about because he made some comments on a website, which we're all encouraged to do.
Bone's just boning. That's all he's doing.
But look, what was so bad? So he likes pregnant women. Big deal.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't? Exactly. Everybody loves it. And you know, he's just a dude, right, who, frankly, made the mistake of putting himself out there. And in today's society, you're absolutely right. I mean, you put yourself out there, you get 1 minute of upside, and the rest is nothing but downside.
That's it.
Yeah.
Joe, but what do you think of my original theory? I didn't like the way that they made him a hero. It's not the bringing down. I didn't like putting him up, not because I don't like Ken Bone, because to me, it was New York and L.A. snobs who think they're better than him.
Oh, of course. But I do like when we see the clip of you with the beard, it's like Bizarro Tom coming in, with, like when they made the old Star Trek episode with the goatee.
That's right. I know. You know, I tend to be meaner with the beard, don't I?
Yeah, it brings it out. It does. I think it's interesting that he used, the screen name Stan Gibson 18. He's the only person whose fake name was less pornographic than his real name. If he was coming as Kenneth Bone, they would have been like, we're trying to run a family comment section.
Stan Gibson 18.
I think you make an excellent point that from time to time, the world says, give us a Kenneth Bone, give us a Susan Boyle. And we say, oh, look, they're just like us. Now let's kill them. Because they're not pretty like other celebrities.
Yeah, did we bring down Boyle, Susan Boyle?
Oh, they couldn't wait to rip on her once her little moment was over. But I will say this in defense.
She like pregnant women, too?
Who doesn't? Who hasn't lost themselves in a web of pregnant pornography? But I don't want to defend him, but I will say I can guarantee that whatever he said was not locker room talk, because I don't believe he's been in a locker room in a long, long time.
That's right. Maybe a steam room.
Possibly taking a schwitz, but not.
You know, whenever I go in a steam room, there's a Ken Bone type guy.
Just the sweater.
Wearing a sweater.
He does look amazing. He looks like a pedophile at a bullfight. He looks like the Kool-Aid guy. He's unbelievable.
I just didn't think this guy was that great to begin with, honestly. Like, I don't even think it was West Coast, East Coast snobbery, Tom. I just think this is how desperate America has been for a hero moment that this guy got.
But hero was the captain of your bowling team. Look at
I
was traveling when this happened, when he stood up and made it. And the first picture, I actually thought it was Horatio Sands from so I thought it was a sketch.
Except he didn't start laughing at himself halfway through.
Exactly.
But look, the thing is that he asked a question. It wasn't that big of a deal. To me, there was nothing to base his hero status on other than his looks, which to me were people laughing at him.
Making fun of him. I agree with that.
Well, but the left could say that he was undecided. And so they liked it because, you know, here's a guy we can get behind because he's not committed yet.
Yeah.
And
well,
so, yeah.
I don't know about that, though, Mike Baker. A lot of people on my Facebook timelines that are super progressive were mad at anyone in the audience. Like, how could you still be undecided? They were super angry.
Bill Maher did a whole thing on him, ripped him to shreds because he was undecided.
Okay. I think Ken Bone is us, whether we like it or not.
Oh, boy. That's
a little bone in all of us.
Isn't there?
Not me. Okay, let's go.
Coming up.